Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is the rise of Cornoe. This is the area of Vazistavi with actually quite a significant industrial area, I might say. Initially, we had this atomic industrial area over here, which is now almost paling in comparison to what we've done with the Vazistavi area. But I do like our city/industrial area vibe that we've got going on in absolutely everywhere, really. Okay, so in the last episode, what we've done is we've started work on our railway production line. Now, this isn't going to be the powerhouse production line. It's just going to be there to hold us over, similar to what our vehicle production line is actually doing over here. And it's holding us over quite nicely. We're building up a reasonable stock of vehicles that can now be used to then further, grow our areas and expand our stuff. Really, our nation, our republic. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Really. Okay, so let's quickly. We've done this as part of this vehicle production or rail production line. We've added a few rails to kind of ease things up a little bit for access to this spot, because this wasn't the greatest spot for access, but we've had to do a few interesting things. So what I'll do is let me quickly just go through and have a bit of a look at what we'll do with signals, right? So signals will be that one. So we'll signal into there. Then here what we'll do is we'll put a bit of a chain and we'll do, and actually, to be honest, we're going to have some problems with this. This one needs to be that. This one needs to be this. Yes, that'll be okay. Seemingly, it'll be okay. Hang on, let's try something. I'm going to pause it for a second while we quickly trim this out just a little bit. So let me trim this guy. Even a bit more like that. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll put this back together. I'm trying to get this to work as nicely as we possibly can. So if we were to then say, let's just go and do another, we can get that moving. Can we then go around all the way here? It cannot, right? And this cannot. That's basically the challenge that we're facing here. Let's trim this slither. We'll trim these two slithers. And now the idea here is there any way we can get this guy to tie in like that? It cannot. So that is getting way too tight to be able to work, right? So I guess what we could do, give me a second, right? Get me out here. Let's do this. Okay. What we'll do is we'll tie. Okay. Tie this one in here, so we've got a bit more room, and then we'll bring this one up here and we'll tie it in. Well, the idea would be that we want to be running up to about there, and then we'll tie in over there. I think that's that's the plan. So at least we can hold a vehicle while we make that happen, right? So if we did that, we'll don't do funny things here. Do this. Can we please just fine? Let's trim that back a bit more. And what we'll do is we'll try and because it doesn't want to work because I guess we're getting a little close. So if we trim that back again, really it wants to do funny things like that. That's a bit awkward. Okay, well, can we trim back one more and then try it? Do that. Do this. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Right, so that will actually work. Okay, that gets us to go in here, pick some stuff up. Will we be able to exit? You know what? You know what? Maybe that's not the right approach, actually. Because I'm not sure we'll be able to exit. Let's go back, try that again. But this time around, we're gonna go into here. I guess that's the way we should look at it. So now the only issue we have is anybody in here can't actually go into there, which I guess is okay, right? You don't want people to be bypassing through here. There's no reason to be doing that. If we really need to, I can always add it later, I think. But anyway, that should be okay. Now let's just go back, get a few signals in here. So this one goes there and there. And then we've got signals. Let's try and close out some of these things. So let's just put these things together. I've now made a few of them here. So let's do that. Let's do this. That's okay. That's okay. Let's do this. We'll do that anyway. That should be good. Now we've got signals there. Signals here. There, there. Okay, that should work quite nicely, I guess. Signals there, signals there. Do we put another signal here, or what we do is we just do that, and we trim the signal out, right? So we'll do that signal there, and then through that entire section, it's like one big block, right? That's okay. We've taken a signal out here, which I guess we will be putting back. Then we'll be doing a signal there, and it'll be running into signals here and there. Like this, we've got that's good, and we'll be doing signals here. Here, we're doing there, and there, and here, and here. Okay, so that's kind of signaling it up, right? This guy should be okay. This guy then has a spot for it to store. The train can then wait in this area. Across a road, I might add. A fairly central road. Okay, so it's not the ideal place to wait, but I guess we can also wait here. No, we can't. We can't get one to come out if we wait there. Okay, so that's gonna have to be it, right? But we can still feed this one while there's a train waiting in that area. Anyway, that is in a nutshell what we're kind of doing. So unpause the game, have it run. We've got a lot of these eating issues, problems, chatty that we're talking about. I'm not sure our guys are going to be able to really effectively build these things. For the time being, at the very least, you know what? For stuff on active rail, I'm just going to pay for it. I know we are just going to pay for active rail. To build on active rail, we're just going to pay. And it is expensive, but we've got so much money, we may as well make our lives a little bit easier in the context of all of this stuff, right? We'll do the same thing over there, that, this active rail, that's it, all the way up there, and we'll close that in. I think that's working fine, right? So there we go. So all of that's done. Now we can tie in another road over here. so that we can make a start on this construction. So get a crew or two over here to come and construct this. Now, what we'll also need to do is tie in our staffing, right? So let's have a quick look. Where does that go? It is pretty straightforward. We're just going to do a little path like that up here and like so. And now everybody can come to work. Okay, perfect. We could still add something in here, right? That is completely within reason. But what we have a problem with this is that we don't have any access to any roads, so we'll just build that one as well. Okay, now everything else is now slowly starting to get under construction, so let's assign a few construction crews to the mix here. Need another road connection. We've got so much rail going on. In this area, we will also need to do a few other things. Look at these guys swooping in. Okay, good. We should be able to... Yeah, over here, I think we will also be doing one of these guys. So we'll have a little bit of spare capacity. We'll give it, pull it back, give it a little bit of room. Let's get a few teams to come and work this. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's get the construction underway. Nice. Okay, so everything is moving. Construction-wise, everything is moving. We don't have, right, we can't check, right? We don't have electrical connections. We don't have water. We don't have sewage. And we're now starting work on it. So, yes, let's just have a look. What's happening over here? So where's the closest sewage connection? Is this one? If we double check it, it's not tying in. This is heating. This is water. So we should be able to do a sewage heating spot right over here, potentially even over here, so that we can maybe feed something on this side. I guess that's not a bad idea. We don't have power, but power is right over here, so power should be super easy to achieve. Okay, so let's quickly have a look. If we are saying we want this connection, so yes, over there is not an issue. Sewage, on the other hand. Oh, yeah, fine, no problemos. So I think this area is not bad at all. Yeah, so we'll do a little slither of water, sewage, and power in this area here that we can provide access to fairly straightforwardly. So let me get a bit of a road connection. Out of that, and what we'll do is move it all the way in here. Yeah, something like that. Get the crews going. Come and build this. At the same time, we'll go underground again and have a quick look. I think this should be fine. What's our levels here? Just quickly have a look at levels. Level 10. Yeah, so this is higher. That's good. That's going to work just fine. So let's start ourselves off with a little bit of a sewage run here. So sewage substation, really. If we put that over here, yeah, I think we're going to be fine. We'll be able to quite easily zoom it in. So that guy has to come in from over there. So I guess sewage first. Power can come in from here. Oh, from over here. So that's fine. Okay, so sewage. Take it out a little bit further so we can kind of try and stretch it out. How far can we reach? Up to about there. So if we put it here, we should be able to reach kind of all the way up there. Maybe we want it pretty close. It's fine. Just do it. Just do it there. And what we'll do is we'll grab the pipe and run the pipe over there. Okay, so that's one. Get that moving. Next one is the water substation. We'll do that one right next to it over here. Okay, and in terms of the water pipe, it's going to have to come all the way from back here. What we can do, let's not do that. Let's make sure to turn it off like this. Hug the road and bring it in. Make a start on that, so that gives us water in this area. And the only thing that we now have missing is power. So I guess we'll just get a little power connection from there, and we'll tie that in. So let's give me a power connection, please. Now these guys, and it should be. You know what? Put the power connection at the end there, so we do have an option. This and just end it off in a power connection. What is this? Is that one there? What would we say was tying in? Still, yeah. Anyway, this over here, it should be providing us power to practically everything. So let's do that power connection over there. That should be fine, and then what we'll do is we'll give it a little bit of a run of the medium voltage. Where's our next split off? Over there. So I think we're okay to just grab it. Just grab it over here. Do we just run a straight line, or do we? Yes. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's pull it back. It's the small ones. Just pull that back, and I do something a little bit nicer looking from over here. I think that's what I'm after. Yes, this is what I'm after. Get that one in there. So that's all of our water, sewage, and the likes, and we've got the waste collection popping up over here as well. Now, from here, we do need to provide ourselves a little bit of pathways. Okay, we'll wait a little bit until this road is actually getting built so that we can take it from there. Unemployment is too high in a new area. We're hoping to solve unemployment a little bit more by getting some of these things going. I don't think there's much else we could squeeze in here, because even if we wanted to get some other workers to work off this, I'm not sure we'll be able to do much with it. So, because we can't bring in any other stuff by rail, right? So anything we do bring in will be brought in by road. If there's something smaller that we wanted to do, like let's say we wanted to do a chemical plant, a huge one like so, or just a small one maybe, which is fine. We could certainly do that, but we'll end up with its stuff set out so that we won't be able to. We'll need to pick it up by with the roads, so that's fine. The other one we could potentially look at doing is plastics, because I don't think we're producing any plastics at the moment, right? And this might be pretty reasonable. What do we need for plastics? Oil. We can't drop off oil here. Dropping off oil here would just be too difficult. This has to go to Sasselgrad. Plastics has to go to Sasselgrad. I think plastics and chemicals both could do nicely in Sasselgrad. So chemicals is a challenge. Chemicals need so much stuff, so many different things, that maintains a difficult one. It's going to continue to be a difficult one for us. Let's have a quick look at this area. Everybody here should now be served reasonably well. Oh, this guy is still not served. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just add them a little bit of a road connection like so. That was actually good. We do that, and what I'll do is just close this one out. Just pay for that little slither, and then this guy should have access, right? Yeah, perfect. So that's fine now. This guy should have access. Let's give them a bit of biological waste in there, at least two of them, and people should be picking that up. Now, we've got people over here. We've got low education. Citizens are struggling for food. Okay, let's have a look. Where can you walk to? You can walk to that, right? You can't walk to this one, but you can walk to this one. So that's fine. You should at least be able to walk there as well. So that's good. So you should have school access and all these kind of things, right? Schools over here. Yes, maybe you don't have school access. And maybe you should. Is there an access point here? Just double check. If there is, should be tying into it. There is not. But yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that thing, really. Maybe an extra little school somewhere could do the trick. Everybody else should be getting to school, so not having food is just because maybe you got to the shop at the wrong time. Everybody else seems to be okay. So here we have a little bit of a problem. Low education levels. School's a bit of a problem. Yeah, without jobs. So really these two is struggling a little bit. I'm guessing because we've got this area open, maybe a small school in this area could be quite useful. This is a track builder somewhere, which is sure shouldn't be any issues here, really. Why are you waiting there? Oh, we've got track builders coming in from everywhere. Right, there, everybody's moving again. Okay, so no problems with that. Get the track builders to keep doing their stuff. A little bit of waiting on the track builders is to be expected, and it's not a problem. Although this is starting to work, we do need to set up what needs to go in there. Then we'll start running a few more trains to come and bring some workers in. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, it's from the other side there. That's fine. No problems with that. Okay, I was busy thinking a little bit about a school option, and I want to have another look at the police stations and universities. So everybody doesn't have to have access to university, right? But we do want some university access, right? So these guys, maybe we put something else on this side. Okay, but schools, universities, that kind of thing. Let's have a quick look. So let's do a small school. I think, because this is a clinic, right? So I think this would actually be pretty good. Maybe if we... No, let's do this. I think we're going to have more people connected to it. That. So let's do that. We'll get a little bit more connectivity to it. So we'll get that school in place. We'll probably need a bit of a kindergarten there as well. So really, realistically speaking, let's just connect there. That should be just fine. We'll get helicopters to work on this. We'll get whoever we can to work on that. It should be okay. Kindergarten. So let's see. Access from here to the closest kindergarten is achievable over here. And there should theoretically be a little bit of room. So that's fine. Police stations. Now, let's have a quick look at police stations. If we go here, have a look at buildings, and we're going to say, give me 3,000 meters and police station. Right? How many do we have? We've got one over there. Is that police or secret police? This is secret police. So we have police around. We've got 2 cars. Garbage is overflowing, which I guess is now going to be less of an issue. Yeah, now should be less of an issue. Why? To be honest. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that. Can't get every rabbit hole. Let's pull that one out because we've still got the police station showing. So let's quickly have a look. There's an industrial police station over here. There's a police station there. Should be a little police station. There's no police station over here. I think we did have one. Just to cover any crimes in this area. Maybe we need a small police station over here. Let's get ourselves a tiny little police station. Small police. Five. Because they're going to be cold, right? I don't have heating for them. Wow, that's pretty big. Right? This one is smaller. I'm just going to build this one. Where is that going? It's connecting over there. I'm kind of tempted to just do it here, to be honest. Okay, let's trim this out and do it there. I don't think any of this is actively being used. We'll trim this side. We don't need it to be all the way through, really. You're on there, man. Get it. Get you out of there. And we'll trim back some of these as well. Okay, and now we'll do the little police station here. Right, that's the one. You should have worker access. Yeah, no problem with worker access. You don't have... Really? You don't have... I'm not going to build more stuff just to be new, right? Well, in that case, I think we should be going over here. Where's the closest... be able to get... You won't have any... The garbage remains a bit of a problem. Yeah. The garbage is going to remain a problem. And if we place you... Aha. I think this could work. Water power. And I think garbage will be able to go that side if we put a bit of a path in there. Yeah, okay. This is where you're going to get all of this stuff. Okay. Get a bit of a police station to work over there. Let's get 1 and 2 to work on that. And we'll design our little pathway. It needs to run there and then run in over there. That. And then this should give us access to reasonable access to these guys, right? Whoa, it's pretty busy. But anyway, that should work. So now we've got everything kind of in this area. And I kind of broke that pathway there for no reason. But you need to get this guy back. At least do a little bit of maintenance there as well. Okay, so that's it. Let's go back and have another quick look at our police station catchment. So we're building another police station over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 police stations. We might be able to squeeze another police station down this part over here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's grab another police station. Oh, we're getting through winter now. That's good. I'm glad to see that. So if we grab another police station over here, maybe. We have everything. We don't have heating. How about here? That spot is good. We will provide a police station right over there. Okay. Get cracking on building it. And we'll provide a little pathway access point here. Where is the closest? I didn't quite pick up on that now. If we have a look at this, where are you going? You're not going to provide us with access over there. You're not going to provide us with access on this side, so we may have to just squeeze another little piece in there. Anyway, let's get moving on that. We'll get 1 and 2 to come and work on this one to try and get that done. Okay, so that's good. We've got that moving. Another police station over there. Now let's have a look on this side. We've got one. We added the extra police station over here. It's got the 2 cars. Temperature in the building is too low. That's interesting. So it's out of range of the heating, is it? Let's just double check it. Oh, it is. It is out of the range of the heating. I don't pick these things up all the time because it probably worked for a while and then not. But anyway, I'm not going to be too worried about it. So we've got the 2 police stations, one a little bit larger, one a bit smaller. Hopefully that's picking up on the crime kind of side of things. So I guess that's okay. Let's have another look. We've got a police station over here that should be working, and then universities. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got a small headquarters over here. Okay, that's fine. So that is sufficient to kind of cover off our higher education needs. What we are missing, however, is something on this side. So I guess maybe we could add a nice large university over here as well, because we've got the room, right? We may as well use it for something that's useful. So let's continue the game, and we will grab ourselves. We've got a number of different but we've already got a technical university. So what is this? The Tower of London and the White House. Definitely not building any of these things. They're just so out of place. A small headquarters or a large headquarters. I think a large headquarters here would not make sense. A small one would, maybe, but technical university and then the medical university could actually fit in here. Would actually, if it wasn't trying to do the square thing here, it would work quite nicely. The big technical one is probably a better fit for this. But we've already got a technical university going. But because this is industrial, it just feels like it should be. But what makes more sense is for us to just do a communist headquarters. I mean, I guess this one would... No, it's not even going to fit. So we'll just do the small communist headquarters, and I guess it could go down here or right here next to the secret police here, really. Okay, so I guess something like that is a sensible spot for it. So at least these guys should have reasonable access to that higher level of education. So let us try and tie that in. We'll do this and we'll do that so we can get those pretty close. What I'll do is I'll also do that. So it feels a little bit more realistic. And no, maybe we'll just leave that. So we'll do some stuff. Yeah. I'm going to pay for those little paths, and then what we'll do is we'll start construction on this guy. And what we'll do is we'll try and make this square look a little bit nicer by adding a few bits and pieces in there. So one of the things that I want to add is statues, maybe one of Lenin, big Lenin concrete statue. Like so, and maybe on the other side we do something as well that feels overpowering. A little smaller, yeah, that's a lot better. Something like that, and maybe a little bit of a fountain, smallish kind of fountain. Wow, that's the size of it actually. So. Is something like this could work. Okay, we'll do something like that. It's gonna be, yeah, it's just gonna be, and then we'll do some trees in there. It's gonna look pretty good, and it's right here next to everything. So actually, it's gonna be quite sensible. Tie that one in. We'll go ahead and do something like this. Yeah, just so it looks a little bit more. I wouldn't say natural, but reasonable. And then what we'll do is we'll run it something like that. If we were to do, say, up to this point here, of a straight section like that, we tie the rest in like so. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. We'll get that started as well. Oh, Did I hit the wrong button. I actually meant to build that one. If we did this, I pressed that button instead of that button. Yeah. Okay, so that kind of stuff does happen. And I built all of it, by the way. Anyway, we'll start the construction of it. Now, what we can also just do to kind of finish it off a little bit is let's just get a few spruce trees in here. And let's remember we're planting spruce trees. That's going to look pretty nice, I think. The university, the secret police station, plus a few statues, and a nice little squarish park here. I think nice little piece of the urban fabric here. Hopefully that will all work. So if I go in here, this should be providing access to everything. Yeah, good. So that's a good little spot right there. Okay, so that's a nice little area. Oh, this is done. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is this? Why do I have prefab panels in here? Guess someone is distributing, and because we've got room for it. Okay, hang on. Let's just limit the amounts. This is steel only, really, right? 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. There we go. That's it. And I guess we'll leave the panels in there for the time being. So now it's dropping off steel to both of these. So this one will be... Anyway, that's fine. And this one needs to be limited as well. So here we want 0, 0. We want some of this in here. So let's do 25%. 0, 0, 0. 25. And 5. 0, 0. So let's use this to 10%. And I think this one. I think that's about right. So let's do that. It gives us 38 tons, 55, and 170. So let's have a look. If we buy a blueprint, right? So let's buy something. Oh no, set a blueprint. Buy one. For this, I don't think we'll be able to afford any of these things. They're way too expensive. We go with the standard Soviet trains. So what are we after, right? The things we're looking for is we do want a nice locomotive, but they are hella expensive. We only want to do electric locomotives. We are maybe running something like this guy at 23 million is pretty damn expensive. We want the toppy speedy speeds, 160. 160. So really the CHS7 is kind of what we are potentially looking at. Class 150 is half the price, and it's 140. And I'm using class 150s in a lot of locations, really. But if we're really hoping to move things along pretty quickly, this is the one that we're after, 23 tons. Now, if we go to train sets, and we want to make sure, so train sets, we've got this guy at 25 million. 110, 120, 100, 110, 30 million. 600 passengers, 400 passengers. I think ER2 is the one for us. 500 passengers, and 120 seems to be the one for us, really. I think this is the right one. This is 325. This is 400. This one is 500. 500, and it's cheaper at 110. We're running this guy, so this is quicker than that guy. Wow, look at these guys. That guy's pretty quick. 150 kilometers an hour, but only 130 passengers. This one is 600 passengers. 500. I think this one. I think this is the one. So what does this one need? Very limited amounts of fabric, actually. Electronics and plastics much more. So I need to change those things up a little bit. Similarly over here. So really, I think this is the one we're going to buy. 20 million. Straight away. Straight away, 20 million. Dropped it right there for a blueprint. Okay? Now, we don't have anybody working here just yet. So let's just go back here and say, guys, what we're after here actually... What we're after is actually maybe something like 10 here. Something like 20 there. 20 like that. So what does this look like? I think still not quite right. So now let's go back and let's say I'm going to go with 5 over here. And we're going to go with 25 over here. And that is starting to look a little bit more reasonable. But I guess we'll go down even further here and say maybe this one is going to be 15. And this one is going to be 30. I think that is now starting to go into the realms of what we're actually after here. Even that one's still high, but we're not going to drop that any further. So let's rename this one and say this is the Skankska. Actually, no. Oh yeah, it's picking up this name here. So this is the Vasestavi Rail Production Warehouse. And this is the Vasestavi Rail Production Steel Store. Do that. Perfect. Okay, so that's now at least a little bit better. We will give ourselves a little bit of biological waste storage over here, maybe like 2, even 3 of them. Okay, and this is vehicles. This is the Vasestavi Rail the rail yard. Here we go, rail yard. Okay, so all of that's done. What is this doing? This is still working on some stuff. So we actually need to build a few vehicle production facilities. Sorry, construction offices to kind of sort that out. We've got the one rail in through here. We've got this going. Okay, now we do need. So these guys should be. Desa train distribution should be bringing in to sort this out. So let's give it a minute to see if it's going to actually fill these guys up. This is underway. So let's give it a minute, just see what's happening with that. And we'll go from there. Everything else should be okay. Oh my goodness. I never, ever did this. Just grab me that line, please. So please set this line to that vehicle and that vehicle. We'll go over here and we'll make a start, just to make sure that we keep going. So yeah, absolutely. We're struggling with some of this stuff, but we're moving. All go. So I'm hoping to see some steel here. We'll leave the prefab panels there for now. We don't need to pull this guy up with steel all the way, but let's do that. The prefab panels is a bit of a mistake then. But yeah, everything else seems to be working. We've got a little lights on here. This guy. Oh, hang on. We've got some stuff here that's probably not built, right? Yeah. Okay. These 2 things over here, which we need to sort ourselves out on. So my thinking was we'll do that, and this, and that. And actually, we'll just do that. So that the guys can come and build these things ASAP. Okay, beautiful. Now, what I'm thinking is how many trains do we have running through here? Vasestavi workers and Vasestavi range workers. It's 2 trains running through there. It's going... So, oh, it's actually running through here already. So, after the Vasestavi train platform, going there. Oh, and it's going in there. Okay, so now, after number 2, before it gets here, it's going to stop off over here as well. Okay, we'll do that as soon as we see we've got everything we need. let's give it a minute. I think all of our rail distribution here should be sorting this stuff out. Why do we have two? Oh, yeah, I was busy. I remember. I remember why I have two. Because I needed to still connect this. See, so much happens that keeps you losing stuff. So let's assign the lesser office here to come and sort that out for us at ASAP. Looking to see for some stuff to be dropped off. Okay. Keep having a look at a few other bits and pieces. What's going on with our railway construction over here? Are we... Oh, beautiful. I'm loving that. That's moving. This is slow, to say the least. We're still working on the tunnel here. That's okay. Over on this side of things, what's happening? All done here. All done, all done. This train is doing its thing here very slowly, I might add. Yeah, we're missing workers in that area, so we do need to help that out a little bit. We can get Lesa in over here. We can get the helicopters in here. And I'm thinking now a nice big area here with some construction offices so we can make use of all of those vehicles. So let's have a quick look. What's our levels looking like? That's pretty good, actually. Construction offices in this area would be pretty useful because they can access everything in this area nicely. So let's get a couple of large construction offices in place here. I think 2 should be okay. And a helicopter? I don't know. The 24s. 2 of the 24s. Ultimately, we'll be able to tie in on that side again. So, give me my levels. That's not going to tie in there. Obviously not. So we will have to do it over here somewhere. Okay. That's okay. I don't mind it too much. So we'll bring it in like this. I think we'll run it there and then cross like that and here and cross like this. Okay. I'm now a little awkward about this tie-in point here. It feels a little awkward. So let's trim that back. Feels a little forced, to be honest. So if we're going to just continue going up there and then over here. Makes sense to kind of tie in like this. Let's just do that. We'll get that place. We'll remove this center point here, and what we'll do is we'll get the helicopters to come and build this because it's not tied into anything at the moment. So we'll do that. And now let's place our construction offices the way we're planning it for the time being. So I guess the intent would be that maybe we do something like that. And or maybe 4 of them. And maybe what we do is we add a helicopter one to the mix here. Right at the end here. Just the one to kind of supplement what we've got going on over here. One or 2? I guess we could do 2. If we wanted to, we could do like 1 here. So if we wanted to add extra helicopters to them, we would need a little bit more room, right? So if we go back and have a look at what we've done in Lessa, right? Let's snap out of that and have a quick look at the Lessa area here. So what we've done over here is we've done these threes, right? And we just added an extra three to the back of them. So that's a pretty good little spot, actually. So let's do that. So if we grab then another one of them, and maybe it's just the one then. Maybe just the one is going to be fine with room for one extra three spot there. So if we did this, yeah, but the thing is, we will need a road connection for that final piece, right? So if we did this one here, then go here and we find ourselves this option. Should be okay. I mean, we could do something a little more unique. Try and tie it in like this or something, but I guess it's the easiest thing to do is just to pop it in like this. Trim it to the edge there, I think. Yeah, that seems sensible. Then what we'll do is we'll grab ourselves a road that runs in here. How's that? Give ourselves a little straight section. Well, actually, let's just run it by like so. So that's going to be it, really. So in case we wanted to expand, do some more stuff, really that's kind of the plan. Start really building this now. Okay, so now we've got this moving. We've got it going. Now let's go back, see if our rail production line is up and running or ready to go up and running. We did spend a hell of a lot on something there. We still don't have anything. Okay, so let's have a look. Something is funny. So if we go, there's a train distribution, please. Loading steel. And you're unloading at industrial train aggregate unloading at the Skanska cargo train station 2. So this is Vasistavi vehicle and rail cargo. Vehicle and the rail production rail cargo. Okay, we'll do that, right? So now, going back there, having a look, right? We're saying we're picking up, we should be picking up steel, right? Steel storage. And then we should be dropping off here the value of that much. But we're not bringing in the other stuff. So where is this stuff coming from? Who's bringing this? Cornoe Hills Goods Distribution, Novigrad Border Imports, Sith Mechanical. So we're going directly to these guys. Okay, well let's quickly duplicate that action. So Novigrad Imports, we need to pause it for a second. Need to assign that guy. Go all the way down here and say unload. And what you're unloading here is you're unloading plastics, right? So border imports is plastics, right? It's the same thing for the Vasistavi Industrial Warehouse, which is this one. Bringing in plastics. But you're also bringing in electronics components. Okay, well, let's do that. I don't mind spending a bit of money on it. Then Sith Mechanical Components, we would like to add to the mix. If we go all the way to the bottom, we'll say, yep, add you there. May as well increase that a little bit. And then Vasistavi Industrial Medium Distribution Office, what do you bring? Oh, you're bringing in, I think it's plastic. You're bringing in plastic. Yeah, fine. We'll add it. We'll add it to the mix. We may as well drop off over there as well as much as you can. Okay. And the Cornoe Hills goods distribution. What are you bringing in? You're supposed to be bringing in whatever. I'm not sure this is a useful activity. Fabrics. It must be fabrics. Is it fabrics? I don't know. Is it fabrics? Are we loading fabrics anywhere? Fabric warehouse. Here we go. Loading from the fabric warehouse. Okay. So there we go. So that is growing in stature there. But I'm interested in this one. Show me the Sith steel storage. Yeah, there's plenty of room there. Load it up. And then where are you going? Lesser open storage medium 2. So why are you where is this? Okay, for the train. Okay, that's fine. Keep going. I think we need more trains on the production on the distribution. Okay, I think that's the issue. This is looking good. Everybody is... Oh, no power? Interesting. Interesting that we have no power here. Let's have a quick look at the power situation then. We can bring power from here. We'll do a little corner power right at the edge here. Okay, we'll do that. Look at these guys. Hanging out. Do that, please. I might pay for that so that I can get this to move. Yeah. Please build that. And then, guys, we need to end this episode. So let me just quickly assign this one. Go underground. Buddy. There we go. Get that moving for us, please. We'll assign some power on this side. Whatever we can get to build this stuff. There we go. Do your thing. So that's looking pretty good. I'm loving our little town. It's looking nice. We can always fill this area in as a bit of a park. I like the idea, actually, of not just filling everything up. I mean, obviously, from an industrial perspective, we're filling up a lot of stuff here. Okay, we're starting to see some stuff arrive. Okay, so let's, as a final thing, let's assign at least one of these, two of these to be built. So we'll have some stuff ready to go. What we'll do in the meantime is we'll grab this line. Give me this Vasistave workers. We'll go after there. We'll say, please add this one to the mix. Then you're going there. But what we'll also need to do is start assigning some stuff over here. But let's just start with this for the time being. The lesser workers is not a big deal for now. So let's just start bringing in some workers on this side so that we can start working on this. Okay. Electricity problems. I think not so much. I'm not sure what the issue was there, but I think we're okay. Is this still doing something? Yeah, we're still building some stuff, but I guess we're getting pretty full here now. So we need to move some stuff to other warehouses and stuff like that. So it's okay. We'll do that. Not a problem. Yeah, so Vasistave workers, we're going to see our first workers come in here. And do we have everything we need? We need fabrics, which I guess is coming in. I think we'll be fine. Oh, more mechanical components. Any plastics coming in? Here we go. Workers. You know what I want to do is drop our staffing here a little bit. Maybe we'll just go to something like that. Now we're missing fabrics. Hopefully fabrics are... We really can't even make a start, even though we just need this much fabric. Interesting. Bring it in, guys. Bring in the fabrics. Where's the fabrics? Just have a quick look at who's distributing the fabrics. I think we may be short on vehicles. So let's have a look. So it's Cornoe Hills bringing that. Okay, yeah, definitely. So show me this one. Yeah, okay, absolutely. So let's pin that one down and grab me a couple of vehicles to add to that mix there. Where are the vehicles? Let's just grab the vehicles ever so quickly. 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should do the trick quite nicely. We'll go back to this spot. Just this one there. Here and here. We'll quickly check our levels on fabrics. We should be okay. We're not okay. We're really not okay. Clothing as well. Food seems okay. These are coming in, but we're struggling to, I guess, produce fabric at a reasonable pace, I think. That's the issue. We're kind of, eating the fabric as quickly as we're producing it. So what are we producing? We're producing up to 5. And these, well, we should actually have sufficient extras. This should be filling up. If we fill these up with workers, this one should really be filling up. So I think we'll be okay and we'll see some fabrics. We don't need that much fabric, right? So anyway, hopefully we'll see some fabrics arrive here and we'll see this guy start work. You know what I'll do? I'll also go Novigrad Imports and I'll say you may as well drop off some fabrics as well. Okay? So the rather we have it and it starts than the other way around. Okay, so we'll give it 1 more minute, assuming this is still mechanical components, but we should have fabrics here soon, in which case we should be able to start work. This guy's got very little workers. This guy has tons, but no fabrics. And this guy's delivered some stuff. We're waiting on a few more things, but I guess we'll give it 1 more minute and come back. We need more trains in here, certainly. A quick look at our pollution. Just before we see these guys start up. They seem to be polluting towards this side, but so at the moment it's looking reasonable. But yeah, we need tons more action here. What's this guy doing? Bringing me in some fabrics, right? No, not even. Still missing on the fabrics side of things. Should be seeing somebody come over with fabrics. That's more plastic. Yeah, this train setup is not too bad. I think it is working, and it it doesn't need to cut through. Oh, it did cut through there. Yeah, so no problems. No problems whatsoever. Yeah, we do need a lot better fabric, plastic, chemical kind of production facilities. Definitely we need that. This guy went and did a bit of a bypassy thing over there. That's interesting. Ooh. Went like that. Is that my fabrics? Still no fabrics. Where are my fabrics? Come on, fabrics. Okay, I'm going to have to end the episode anyway if we're not going to see fabrics here. Is this my fabrics? Yes, that's my fabrics. Okay, beautiful. Here comes my fabrics. And there we go. Building trains, guys. Building trains. Excellent. This is great stuff. So trains ready to go. We've got a couple of these passenger train sets starting to make a run. So that's good. We'll be able to do replacements. We'll be able to add to the mix, and then we'll continue our construction forward base over here so that we can keep everything nice and going. So there's tons for us to still do. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave your comments down below. See you next time. Bye-bye.